Did we get that on record? I don't think we did. Let's repeat what we just heard. 2 text messages that you got.
Yeah, first one off the wife, have a good time.
Yeah.
Second one off the son, don't have too much sex.
Which we would both really appreciate if you tried to avoid that. Not saying that don't find you attractive in this day and age where, gender and everything.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're very sexually attractive, mate. To be fair, if there was any time we were about to bang another bloke, it would be after the movie we've just seen.
Yeah.
Which is just the greatest.
No, the original is more homoerotic.
It's so
for
homoerotic,
sure.
the first one. It's
first one is very
fantastic.
homoerotic.
But this one doesn't disappoint.
In homoeroticism or
In all categories. So welcome to another movie review on the CREWCast. But today there's 3 of us. So we're joined by, introduce yourself, sir.
I am Matt. Matt
You
Wallace.
will have to get your face.
Oh, right in
I'm
there.
giving you the slouchy chair. The slouchy chair is always a bad idea. Hang on. Right, shove that. Another one.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a double pillow guy. I can tell it already. And then that'll
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
It's like
Yeah.
school chemistry lesson, isn't it?
So, Matt, who are you?
I'm Matt.
So Matt, who are you? What the hell? That was the worst.
Who are you and what do you do?
Tonight, Matthew, I'm gonna.
I'm going to be Matthew.
You don't need to say everything because this is just so.
Yeah. No, I'm Matt, and I've known Lewis for a little bit from going to his gym, and I'm also an occupational therapist working in mental health.
So we will be hearing from Matt, and then you will. Yeah, the next one. If you're watching this in time order, the full-length episode will have Matt in it as our usual Monday release.
Yeah.
So go and listen to that if you want to hear what we talk about in that, because we're going to go deep, but not in this sexy way like the son said. Not to do.
Not
In this one, we're going to focus on the wondrous thing that is the release of Top Gun Maverick.
I've just thought, for the thumbnail of this, can you Photoshop our heads on, like,
Onto a Top Gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%,
that would be amazing.
100%. Yeah, we'll do that. I feel like we really should be all wearing aviators.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this movie,
Yeah.
I've waited for this ever since the first one came out. I'm not going to lie. Like the first one I have seen no less than 30 to 40 to 100 times.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. When I first saw it, I don't remember. But I remember just being like, that's what pilots do. That fuck your Boeing 747s.
Yeah.
This is
That's
flying.
proper pilot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
proper piloting. And then there was like, and they get to play volleyball. Amazing. This is all I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I found out I was colourblind. I'm not allowed. Yeah. How fuck's that? Still learn to fly a normal plane. Can't be a jet fighter pilot.
Do you need to know colours? Do you need to be
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
must
just
be.
different coloured buttons?
Well, I'm guessing there's that.
Press the red button. Okay.
All flares and missiles launched in one go.
Yeah.
Friendly fire. This one, like, let's listen. So the first one, if you haven't seen the first Top Gun, I don't know what you've done with your lives. Like, seriously, if you haven't seen the first Top Gun, watch it before you go and watch this one. They do some throwbacks, but just to get you in the vibe, watch the first one.
So I don't think I've seen Top Gun for 10 to 15 years. It's been a very long time.
Oh, did you watch it before going?
No. But watch it, like I remembered most of the basic storyline of it, but rewatching it because they showed a couple of clips and I was like, it all, like, it did a good enough job of, like, reminding you of everything that happens, like, to the point where I don't think you have to see it, but I would still recommend. I did want to try and watch it again, like, recently.
We can watch it again after this.
I knew you were going to say that. I was just like,
I came out of this. So to give you, we're going to go through things in a way. We'll get Matt's like middle ground opinion on it. I am massively biased on this movie because I've been waiting for a long time. That also means I would have been easily disappointed. I can say I was not disappointed. Fucking Tom Cruise. I am joining Scientology. I fucking whatever it is he's doing. The dude's 59. He looks like he's 40.
Incredible.
He
Incredible.
runs like he's never run before through the whole movie. He loves running, and he doesn't disappoint.
and he was
Those
running
little
in
legs
snow.
just
Dude,
there.
He
run
was like, he had to
everywhere.
get his knees nice and high on this one.
Full kit.
Yeah.
Full kit at full pace. Dude's 59.
Yeah.
What is he? He's babies. Babies. He's eating babies.
Yeah.
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
Babies and Scientology. That is the way to do it. I'm telling you, get to that level 5 tier, whatever it is. Whatever you have to pay, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. My God.
It's definitely working for him. Whatever, because he looks incredible for his age.
Incredible. I was trying to find flaws.
Yeah.
There's none. He's no wrinkly neck going on. There's no drooping in his face. He's been either really clever with his surgery. He's either genetically gifted, or maybe all of the above.
Or he's been pickled.
Oh, he's pickled. Oh, there's more than one.
He sleeps in a vat of vinegar.
Well, I wasn't expecting the top off bit. You know, when they were all playing volleyball.
59.
No spoilers there, but when they're all playing volleyball, wasn't expecting the top off.
I don't think you can say top off in Top Gun's a spoiler. I'd say that's an enticement to go watch the movie.
Yeah. There's lots of topless, sweaty people.
It's good, but they do it in a different way. So if we cut back to the first one, although it is a movie, it's a Hollywood movie, it is still steeped in realism. If you think about it, there's actually very little kind of dogfighting that goes on. It's more about the relationships, the training, them being the pilots.
Yeah.
The actual when they go to battle is very sedate.
Yeah.
Like in that movie. This movie is much more movie magic based with a footing in reality.
It was tense as fuck.
But Jesus.
Incredibly tense.
So let's just start off by saying we went to the IMAX to see this, as you should.
Yes.
The sound in
Incredible.
this is visceral. Wow. Let's get it straight as well. There's CGI, nuh-uh. These motherfuckers were in these jet fighters,
They were doing it.
pulling real G's, and you can feel it and see it.
You
and
can
hear
see
it.
the way that
It's
their faces are getting
insane.
distorted.
Fucking hell!
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
see them like they've got. You can see them blacking out.
yeah.
They're fully pulling these G's, and it is the best thing that for this movie that could have happened. Imagine if they fucked this thing with CGI plane fights. You'd have been bored like you were playing a
Absolutely,
PlayStation game.
yeah,
this
yeah.
is so you're in the fucking
You were
cabin
in it,
with
weren't
them.
you? Yeah,
oh my
absolutely.
God.
Yeah.
And I had goosebumps for at least 60% of the movie. I'd say every time they went in the planes, I was. You had sweaty palms.
I did sweaty
Yeah,
palms.
I was as well. I had sweaty palms.
Edge of my seat, sweaty palms.
Yeah, I was for half of the film, I was like, this is just tense. Just like,
And there's moments in it, Matt. They hit you with moment after moment as well. There's bits you don't expect, plus another bit you don't expect, and literally there's points where the whole auditorium just went dead silent. But then there's also that throwbacks. There's constant homage to the original movie, but putting in without having to do a direct throwback. They put it in place in this one, and I think that I like it.
Yeah.
A little cheesy, but
didn't feel forced.
it didn't,
No,
and it worked.
They worked it
They
well.
gave you all the feelings of the original movie,
Yeah.
with the addition of this action-packed, dogfight, mission-based movie, and it does. Honest to God, you can't. There's no way to describe the way it looks in those fighter jets.
The whole
insane.
the whole structure of the film and some of the little bits that they put in, they don't put them in films anymore. It was something that happened in the 80s, and it was almost like
Just a
it
kickback.
was too. It became too 80s to then reuse it because everyone was like, "Oh, it's a bit cheesy," but like they've somehow done that. And it didn't feel cheesy.
They got the balance
There's like a
right.
little bit of cheese, but it's perfect. It's like the right
I
amount.
think they add a bit of levity in at moments as well, where it starts to kind of tail off into being like a bit romanticized, and then they'll slap you in the face with a little bit of levity to stop that going too far and stop it kind of draining the energy from the movie, which was very clever. So a fucking 9 out of 10 for me overall. I'm going straight to the scoreboard, and then we'll go into it further. But I'm just getting out there, dude. I'm going to watch this again. Anybody who wants to go and see this, who hasn't seen it, who's like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, "Yes." Take me to the IMAX.
I'm going to probably put it at an 8.5. I think it was very
high.
good. It was very good.
See, I had low expectations. I'm being honest.
Did you?
Because I just thought, how can they
top it?
How can they top it? And I'm going to go with a high 9. Definitely, possibly a 9.5. Because I just felt in the film with those scenes. It was so immersive.
Do you know? You're right. That's exactly what it was. It immersed you in it, and that's what I want a movie to do. I want it to pull me in and like spit me out when it wants me to be spat out. I don't want to be pulled out because it's drawing on in front of me or something meaningless has happened. Happened a couple of times in some of the movies we've seen recently. Some of the Marvel movies, they kind of drone on a bit, and you kind of just catch yourself looking around. There wasn't really any moments of that where just when you thought that might happen, they'd smack in some of that levity and it'd bring you back.
You don't check your watch at all, do you?
No.
It's like,
The
like
pacing
some of the
2
Marvel,
hours.
some of the Marvel films you do, you find yourself just like
a little bit.
yeah.
Far in away.
The pacing was solid throughout.
Yeah.
There was ups and downs, but it was it was balanced. It was like just enough for you to catch your breath, for then the next big thing to happen to like blow you away again.
They were really well structured. They were blasted in pockets through the movie, so you weren't overwhelmed by the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
That it was really well broken up, but it was, if you look at it, structured very similar to the original movie as well.
Yeah.
If you look at it, and the way that they introduce things and do stuff scene to scene is a mirror of the or a kickback to the original movie as well.
I can't recall the original well enough to.
Let me tell you, it is.
I trust you. This and as an area of specialty.
This is it.
Yeah,
if you've got a Top Gun question, it's phone a friend. I'm your guy.
You know, you use this as a reason quite a lot when you can't think of anything. You're just like. Anything to do with Top Gun, you'll recall that at any given moment.
And if you ever look at me and I'm looking off into space, Danger Zone is playing in my head. It's like my own personal theme tune. But okay, let's go through the cinematography. Right. Well, no grumbles.
No. Yeah, awesome.
Let's just go for normal, with not in the jets, just outside of the jets. Lots of beautiful golden hour.
Lovely. Sort of shots.
They reduced the sweatiness as well a little bit, which I liked.
Yeah.
80s and 90s, everyone was
just
there was a right amount of glisten.
Yeah. It was just filmed very, very nicely. It was quite pretty. They took like time to actually set scenes and establishing shots. There was quite a few nice establishing shots.
You're right. It was.
I just thought it was very good. Like
from the title sequence out, man, it starts right. Like you get the dong coming straight.
Just
in.
gritting straight away.
Look, I've got goosebumps now. Just doing it myself. Dong. And I just like the moment it was, I was like, oh yes, this is fucking really.
He was
here.
straight into it. Yeah,
that was so good, and they start you off with exactly what you need. It's the same thing as the original. It starts you off on the carrier.
Yes, and
it's just it's perfect setting for it, and then it flows really well. Again, so you got a lot of golden hour shots, a lot of really nice cinematography, a lot of really not tight close-ups, but like tight aperture shots. So a lot of heavy front to back blurs, which gives it a really kind of romanticized look when you're in these person-to-person conversations. It helps you really focus on the characters. Yeah. Then they obviously expand that as they come out into the bigger scenes. There's some nice throwbacks to the original movie into where this one's gone as to where they are on the base and stuff. That one of the people's introduced, the Admiral's daughter, is from a story from the original one.
Oh, right, okay.
So they've brought that character through.
Right.
So that's where that's from.
Got it.
So that's the history between those characters.
Got you. Okay.
Which would obviously no spoilers, so we're not saying who's who. There are a couple of faces that come into it, which are really nice to see.
Yeah.
One of the scenes, I didn't know how they were going to do it, and then you'll notice it is. Well, I suppose if you're looking up the star cast, people will know who's in it. But the actor he's not very well, and they did a really good job of kind of. They kept it within the story as well.
Yeah, they kept him in the film. It was nice. It fit well. Didn't feel forced at all.
No.
And actually helped like push along the story a little bit.
Yeah.
It definitely did.
Yeah.
And so
he was a linchpin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That introduction. It was a good point of where it turned a corner in the narrative.
Just to round out the cinematography, the in-jet shots, there was a lot of them. And they never got
tiresome at all.
You were just constantly gripping. You're just Jesus fuck, because they're rolling, they're flipping. You're seeing, and then you can hear them literally going, "Ooh!"
Absolutely,
And they're breaking. You're seeing the air. Is it an aerofoil they call it? Over the plane when they. Oh my god!
Yeah, you know when you're like watching a video of somebody lift and you're like you're lifting with them because you're in the moment.
You're straining and gritting.
I felt like I was almost like I was flying that plane. I could feel that. Like,
it was so intense, so intense, and the
intense.
views that you get from the cockpit is a face-on thing, but you're seeing everything going on behind them as well, which is then cutting to outward shots of it actually happening in the air, back into the freaking cabin. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, there was when they're kind of going through the mission. And there was some shots in there. I remember just thinking, I was like, "Fuck, this would be like impossible."
Intense.
I was just like, I believe that they could do it, but I was just like, I couldn't do that. I could not do that.
I was thinking the same, like, man, there's real people that do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, how intense must their lives be when they're up there?
Yeah, and then how dull must everything else
be?
Well, that's it, isn't it? They come back.
That's why he rides his motorbike.
Yeah, and there's the throwbacks to the motorbike. They keep it Kawasaki as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all good. There's loads of pullbacks back to the original movie.
I was unsure whether, because again I can't remember. I don't know bikes and I can't remember the original that well. But was it the same bike that he pulled out, or was
the original?
The original's in there, but then obviously that one's not.
Yeah.
That's a new one. There's obviously Kawasaki. Like, you can't use a 1980s one the whole way through the movie. We need some advertising here, bro. Gotta hop you on something a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's Tom Cruise is in this thing doing his own stuff again, fully riding a motorbike without a helmet everywhere.
Yeah,
super fast speeds.
Yeah, no helmet. I was thinking there was that bit where he's like going down the runway with just his glasses on, and he was like smiling. I was like, he's definitely going to get bugs in his teeth. Definitely.
I wonder how many bugs there are out there, because aren't they in the desert or somewhere?
Yeah, maybe not. I suppose if you were going to ride without a helmet anywhere, probably like a nice, perfectly
nice
flat
runway, do it.
Yeah, that'd be
just
your
pin that
safest. Just imagine what that must feel like, though. I bet you can't breathe.
No, but it was just him riding. He just filmed it.
Yeah.
Like, he's just loving fucking live.
Yeah.
This is my job.
Yeah, he dictated everything that went on in that set.
100%. Also, I now want some cowboy boots that he wore at the beginning. They looked awesome. And if Cruise can do it, I can do it. So, but expect to see me in a pair of those like within the next week. I've wanted a pair like that for ages, actually. About womanard about them, but then I saw him with them on the bike. I was like, I'm in. I'm all in. They actually look all right. But they're not the traditional cowboy boots. They're like the ankle ones. They're like a Chelsea boot kind of cowboy. You know, with this squared toe.
Yeah.
Cowboy shoe.
They're just quite expensive. That's why I never really bought them. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's not.
They're probably not. Probably a pussy boot. A cowboy is probably like, that's a pussy boot. But real cowboys, are like, what the fuck is that?
What's that? Yeah.
I don't think. There's not that
I
many
don't
about.
think I've had that worry here.
Yeah, in Shropshire. Not too many in Shropshire.
Ain't none of them cattle wranglers around here.
Right,
so yeah, okay. Seems like I mean, it's filmed beautifully. The scenes in where it's shot as well are amazing. Like the actual mission, where I don't know where that is, but it's beautiful.
No, it is.
It goes, so that everything about that, because it's a good contrast from where they're training to where they go on the mission.
Yeah.
So that gives you that kind of nice separation. Because there is a lot of scenic stuff that goes on. But Jesus, some of those aerial shots at the beginning as well, when they're doing the speed testing. Phenomenal. Ooh, it gave you a real sense of speed.
Yeah.
That's what the whole movie does. It gives you a sense of speed and time being a real mitigating factor. You know, something they've got to get somewhere and be there at this. And
Pressure,
the pressure, everything about it is portrayed really well. Acting wise, I haven't got a grumble across the board.
No,
I thought some of the new pilots would grind on me.
Yeah.
Especially since they're all a kind of a homage to some of the originals.
Yes. Yeah.
Got the inclusion of a lady in there this time, obviously, to appease people.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a real thing that happens. Don't know if there are female pilots. I'm sure there
I
probably
think
are.
there are.
I wonder if there's a Top Gun one. Google that. You're going to see, is there a female Top Gun pilot? Or have they just appeased the masses? And she's good, though.
She's very good.
She's really good, really likeable.
Yeah.
She's actually more likeable than some of the men.
Yeah,
I think she's more noticeable than she stands out.
Stands out more.
Some of the guys are a bit more fade into the background.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the fact that
you can remember what Cougar looks like.
You brought other people in that. Yeah, will they live up to sort of the originals? But they really do.
I think they
really
well.
do. I was just going to say, I'm really keen. Coming back to the cinematography, actually, really keen that opening bit.
Yeah.
I'd love to see how much of a mirror that is.
I think that's
compared to the.
I think that's a real ship firing them on and off.
Yeah,
I think that's just that's not. I don't think that's movie crew. I think they're filming on an actual carrier, watching the guys all go off.
Yeah.
Because if you look, they're all in darkened visors and stuff. Aren't
they?
I think that's just real army dudes.
Yeah.
They're all doing the dance.
5.
Yeah.
There's 5.
There's 5.
Apparently.
Go ladies.
Yeah.
That's sick. There you go. Well done, you lot. I wonder how many percentage of the top fighter pilots in the world actually make Top Gun. Do you reckon? Hang on, do you have to be American to be in Top Gun?
I have no
That's
idea.
an
I
interesting
guess
point.
it is. I guess it's an American Air Force thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Navy.
It's
It's
Navy.
American
top
Navy.
1%, isn't it? Something. Is that what
You
they
think
say?
if you're one of the best, you'd like trade in, wouldn't you? Bring in the Portuguese bloke who's really good.
I don't know.
Something. I don't know why I said Portuguese.
They're known for their pilots.
No, absolutely not. They're all mental though.
Maybe that's what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of the actors and actresses were
Really
amazing.
likeable?
Yeah, you didn't to the point where you never even really noticed that people are acting.
That's it.
Which is
I
always,
think that's it. It felt genuine relationships, didn't it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. They portrayed it like they were really in the fights.
Yeah.
Everything was really there. Everything was real pressure.
Yeah.
I like that.
there was a child actress in. Didn't annoy me at all. Normally I get annoyed by children.
Really good. Yeah, I'm against
they can be annoying sometimes, but no, she was brilliant.
Solid.
Yeah, very solid. Like some of them, like I said, they're that throwback, but again, everyone fit like a kind of a character archetype, but they just did it that well that it didn't even feel like it didn't feel cheesy. Like it just worked.
And there are some song throwbacks as well in it, which do not disappoint.
Yeah.
They do not disappoint. And I thought, how are they going to do this without being cheesy? Works.
Yeah, the music throughout was good.
Really good. The one thing they're not going to top is the original soundtrack because it's impossible, because that was 80s music. Like, you can't beat that. Yeah. So, but the new tunes they've got in that, they project the emotion really well. That's what I felt. You've got the classic Top Gun tones in there. You've got Danger Zone, which had to be fucking done. I don't know if they had... No, I think the Danger Zone was probably only one of the ones they've kept in. I think it was maybe one more, but the rest of it's all new stuff. But in terms of acting, we're all happy. Cruise kills it. Really believable. Fantastic. Same cocky attitude. Still riling feathers. And he just does exactly what you want him to do, doesn't he? He's Maverick. Yeah. Pete does the job well. You know, when he's told no, he goes, well, maybe.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
We'll see where that boundary line is.
I think I've actually got one gripe. It's a very, very small
we'll get to the gripes. We'll get to the gripes. There has to be some gripes. Right. But in everything else, so let's kill the actresses. We've got Tom Cruise. I can't say who the other one, because we don't want to spoil who comes into it, actually. Let's not say, Tom's in it. Tom nails it. All the other supporting actors and actresses also nail it. None of them are irritating. They all add to the story. They're not fluff.
Yeah.
They all have a purpose.
They've got purpose.
You show nobody without purpose.
Yeah. And I felt like it could have been very easy for, what was his name? The mustache. What's his pilot name?
Oh, Rooster.
Rooster. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It felt like it was very easy. It could have been very easy for him to be an annoying character.
Yeah.
Because of him being moody and whatever else. They could have fucked that up so much and made him just really annoying and made you not like him. And but they actually did a good job of like balancing out. It was a believable amount of
emotion.
To the point where you kind of got it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You understood why he was.
And that whole relationship is a really good one to follow through, because you've got multiple relationships that you get to follow through the movie. Yeah. I'm not going to say it's an Academy Award winning relationship, but it gives you enough interest for them to split from scene to scene where you're engaged about the two people talking. Yeah. Whereas with a lot of movies that happens, you're like, I don't give a fuck about these.
Yeah, exactly.
You genuinely could feel the tension as well.
Yeah. There's always someone to bounce off for Cruise through the movie, which is nice. And even when he's not in it, the supporting characters work well together to hold your attention.
They do carry it,
which was good. I was scared they were going to keep Cruise out of it for some of it, but they actually don't disappoint there. So that's good.
I was going to say,
they could have balled out on the, couldn't they, and just gone, it's take the torch. No, fuck the torch. Tom, hold take all the torches, Tom. Take the lighter, take the lighter fuel, put it all in your own backpack and fucking put a padlock on the backpack. And then run. Run from your gayness. Run from your gayness.
Yep, because we're gonna do a third one when you're 90.
Yeah, 100%. Where it's just him piloting a drone from his wheelchair.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to the gripes. What's your gripe?
So my one gripe, and it is very small. There were several.
Is it Tom?
It's Tom Cruise.
It's very small. It's about 5'5".
It doesn't do it for me, It's a bit annoying, really. Not on board with the Scientology, fully on board with Scientology now after watching that film. But it was the one-liners that were used 7 times. Do you know what I mean? There was 2 that were repeated several times, and I know they were hammering home a point. They were just don't give us that look. Don't give us that look. And I'm just all right, okay, After the third one, I was like, okay, don't give us that look.
Everyone knows he's a cheeky boy.
Yeah, I felt like they just did it. They did it a lot, didn't they? That one was probably used
2
6
things
or 7.
They said quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the other one was.
I won't say out loud because people will want to hear it just for the first time.
Actually.
But there was a little bit of the first time I used it, brilliant. A couple of times afterwards were a bit misplaced, in my opinion. It was a bit unnecessary.
Oh yeah.
They could have just not used the full.
Yes,
saying.
Because it was not a short sentence.
Yeah, it was quite a lot. Yeah.
So
you'll know which one we mean when you see it. But if that's our only gripe,
it was the last one. Yeah, that really did it for me. And I was just like, because he did the first part of the sentence. You're like, all right, okay, and then there was a pause, and then he finished the sentence. I was like, we didn't need that bit.
But I was really happy at the end, though, that they didn't do the whole "you can be my wingman, no, you can be my wingman."
Yes,
which I thought there was a risk they might do.
There was a risk.
That would have fully cheeseballed the
Yeah.
whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they don't do
Yeah.
that. I will spoil that for you. They do not do that. So,
Yeah.
but they do an equal measure of a different thing, which is very good.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck me, I'm so happy. I came out of that movie wanting to ride my motorbike, sort my life out, get in shape, and learn to fly a plane. You know, you can learn to fly a plane in like 40 hours.
Can you really?
Yeah, and it's like 80 quid
40
a lesson.
hours?
80 quid a lesson. And then you can literally get in a plane and fuck off to France, and nobody asks you any questions. You get in the plane, you ring someone and go, I'm heading there. They go, okay. And then you just turn up. No, you don't have to give him like a week's notice or no, on the fucking day. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm bringing a picnic. That's fine. Yeah, do what you want.
Sounds
So
good.
I'm going to do
Wow.
that. That's actually one of my plans because I did one lesson already.
Yeah.
And the dude, I flew the plane and landed the plane with his help.
On your first lesson?
Yeah, dude was like super stoked with me.
Yeah.
I was up there and he was like, "We'll see how good you are when you're up there and then we'll see what you can do." When I got up there, he was like, "Okay, go left, go right." I was like, "Can I do Top Gun?" He went, "You can definitely do Top Gun." And I was like, "Yeah!" he got me directing it and I was like, the funniest point was we're up there. You don't realize with a plane, like the one I was in, it was like the 2-seater with the canopy that you whip over the top,
Okay,
propeller
yeah.
at the front.
Yeah.
There's a picture of it downstairs. And the only way to describe it is it's like getting in an MG with wings. That's what it's like inside. It's like classic car inside. And so I'm sat next to him. You have the stick in between your legs here. When you push it left and then bring it back to center, it stays left. You then have to push it right to bring it back through to set, to line it, to level it out, and then you bring it back to set. So whatever you're doing with the lever, where you leave it, when you come back to center, coming back to center means nothing. So you could push it left and then bring it back to center, and the plane will just permanently loop left.
Right.
In a circle.
Yeah, you're always
It
counterbalancing.
never recenters. It's always wherever you left it. So whether it's level, left or right. So when you get that, you're like, oh, this is like, because you just aim where you want to go, and then it's just go there, and then you just level it out when you want to
So the
straighten up.
opposite of like a computer game where you just
Yeah,
sort of, yeah.
Really, so without those planes anyway, probably not fighter jets. Oh shit, hang on. I've gone too far left. I didn't do the pull thing. I'll be with you in a minute. I'm gonna go all the way around. I'll come back. Oh, I'm out of fuel. I gotta go back. So when I got up there and I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, this is like a bike. Like you lean in, you keep leaning, and then you just bring it back up.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you got this. I was like, yeah, I'm cool with this. He's like, you fine? Yeah. He's like, I was like, can we do the Top Gun thing now? He went, yeah, if you want, get like a really good roll. He's like, yeah, if you want to. I said, can I shout Top Gun before we do it? He went, you definitely can. So I went like 3, 2, 1, Top Gun. And we just go meow, and the fucking world, like it goes from being in front of you to like underneath you here, because the plane obviously goes like this, so you tip right over, like as it.
That must mess with your head though.
It's amazing because you suddenly look up, so the hill's there, and then you go like that, and all of a sudden you can see the horizons over there. You're like, whoa! Wow. Yeah, and we flew into a storm because we saw some rain clouds, and he was like, "See the storm over there? You can literally see it." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Do you want to fly into it?" I was like, 100%. Yes, let's fly into that. And we just went from dry, and it was went wet, and then we spun around again back out of it. It's amazing. And when you're in the plane, it's just literally like, I don't know what I thought was going to happen. It's like you're in a car with just the rain coming like over you. Like, it's like we're flying through a cloud. But driving. It was bizarre. But you can learn literally. Like you go up for like an hour and a bit. It's 80 quid a lesson. You 42 hours, I think it is. And then you can get your pilot's license.
I know.
To fly
That's
one of those
incredible.
aerolites.
Yeah.
And you can buy one for 20 grand.
One of the directors of the company I used to work for, she qualified to fly a plane. She just got lessons and then just wanted to do it. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a very realisable dream.
Yeah.
To just, like, I could imagine right now if I went, do you want to nip to France tomorrow? And you'd be like, what? We just hop in the plane and nip on over. And you'd be like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh yeah, we can just do that now. Yeah. And you don't even need to buy the plane. You can rent planes. So you could like go to the airfield, you get like become chums with all the blokes at the airfield. Right, Mikey, I'm gonna hire plane A492 for the weekend. You'd be like, all right, where are you off to? I'm like, Isle of Wight. And you're like, all right, take a picnic. Always, Mike, always. Mike knows me by now. He knows the picnic's coming with me. And you can just do that. Like it's mad.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the bloke who was teaching me was like, yeah, I'm nipped to the Isle of Wight with my wife every like. I don't know if it's a wife or mistress.
Either or, he rotates. He'll go one holiday with one with the other.
One to France.
Yeah.
But he said it was nip over, go for like a Sunday outing and zip back. I was like, just what? Like, just that? He's like, yeah.
What do they run off? Is it petrol?
Petrol.
Or is it just petrol?
Yeah. So you got your cost of fuel and then that's it. and the cost of the plane. But you can buy the whole plane I bought was worth about 15 to 20 grand.
It's not bad at all, that.
You could fly to another fucking country.
Do they need MOTs?
Imagine we could
That's
just
a good
hop in a
point,
fucking plane and you'd be like looking at me like, are we going to France? I'd be like, engines on. You'd be like, is this really happening? I'd be like, we're in the air. And you'd be like, we're fucking flying in the air. And there's nobody here, the police is.
Yeah.
There's no air police.
Yeah.
You do what you want. He literally said, I said, where are we going? Like, as if I thought we had a strict flight path. He was like, wherever you want. I was like, what, we can just go anywhere? He went, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what if I want to go over there? He went, yeah. What if I want to go over there? He went, yeah. I said, so we just keep going. He was like, yeah, what aren't you getting? I was like, the freedom. I don't get it. Like, where's the fun police?
Yeah.
They are not up here.
Really restricted by
It's like they are not up here because he said we're not going high enough to fuck with the big planes, and the only thing you do stay out of is the runway airspace, and that's the lot. The rest of it is fucking fair game.
Wow.
And I'm assuming paragliders are like cyclists on the road. You just knock them with your wings and you're trying to fuck you out of my airspace. I pay my air tax. Fuck off.
It does make me wonder, like when people, like you're saying this with like planes. When I see birds that fly into windows and like bugs that get stuck in houses, I'm like, you have everything, infinite amounts of space, yet you choose to get trapped in my house.
They're all in my gazebo outside.
Yeah.
You have the entire Shropshire countryside to be in. All 1,022,000 of the fuckers are in that gazebo outside, sat on the side of it, not even flying. They're like, fucking flying's boring. We do it every day. We're going to do some sitting. Sitting is something we don't get to do. And
We've heavily tangented off Top Gun now.
We're back. So overall, Top Gun, fucking go and see it. IMAX it, go and see it. It's fucking brilliant. If you love the original and you've been waiting for this, thank fuck you won't be disappointed. And
Is there no more gripes? Has no one else got any?
I don't have a gripe.
I don't think I have.
A gripe.
No.
I thought they did the absolute best they could with a sequel to a hard to top movie.
Yeah.
There had to be some leeway in like the fact that there was going to be throwbacks and there's going to be callbacks to it, and I like that. My only gripe, I would say, is the scene where the guy, you know what you want, with the typing, was too silent, and I know it was meant to be. But I could have done with a little bit of noise behind it with the words on the screen. But I knew what was going to happen to punctuate the scene.
Yeah.
So I knew they had to do that. So that didn't
Yeah.
even bother me because I was like, I know what's going to come. And if it does, I'm happy with what's happening
Just
right
like
now.
some music playing in the radio.
Just something, you know, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, children outside, you know, just like...
Someone walking
Yeah,
past.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just dead silent, wasn't it? And
It was just
a bit
really
like,
gassy, and he was just like,
Yeah, and oh, this is awkward.
you're just there typing. You can just hear.
Oh, Christ. I bet that really happened. He looks like the type of guy that would just let one go.
Yeah, staring you dead in the eyes.
Just looking at you as it happened. Like,
Yeah.
this is not the fight you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yes, so there we go. That is our really professional review of what is honestly fucking brilliant. It's worth the wait.
Yeah.
Worth the wait.
Really good.
Those fight scenes are fucking phenomenal. They're the best. What would you call it? Air battle fight.
Dogfight.
Dogfight,
Yeah.
and that
absolutely.
includes any World War movie that I've seen, like Saving Private Ryan. What was that one that was recently done with the Spitfires? Where the guy's a squadron leader.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
called,
better
but
than all of those.
It was outstanding.
It's incredible. So please go and see it. Support Tom. Support Scientology. Change your religion.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the next level. He needs our money.
Buy a Kawasaki, learn to fly a plane, and just have a great fucking life. That's how I feel after coming out of that movie. Just honest, such a feel-good movie. I came out... Movies change your perception of reality, and this did that for me. I'm not gonna lie, I teared up a couple of times, man. I wasn't ready for the goose moments in it so early on. So I was like, the nostalgia was so heavy with me when it went bong. And that came at the beginning. My whole body, I showed you, my whole body felt good. I was ruined. Lou was looking at the screen, and his arm comes in front of him. I'm like, look at the goosebumps. He's like, I'm trying to watch the movie. Like, with 30 seconds in, what the fuck is this gonna happen?
I imagine this is going to happen a lot. He's like, he's going to show me every time he gets goosebumps.
Just rubbing his face. Like, look. So like the nostalgia already came in, so I was already like super emotional, like a throwback to every sleepover I'd watched Top Gun movie on. Every time I've listened to it on my bike, being out with the boys. Last time when we were out at the weekend with the boys on the motorbikes, we all have comms in our head units, and I was doing a 70 miles an hour, with another. I did 2 cars worth of 70 miles an hour, and with the boys talking and things, it was like being a fighter jet pilot because it was all like, we're moving, go. And it's like, I was like, fucking Top Gun. This is awesome. And I had like fucking Danger Zone playing, Mighty Wings coming on. Love it. So it like had all those emotions wrapped up of how good this music makes me feel, how the movie's fucking here that I've been waiting over a year for because it got delayed a year. And then then it went to that boom and it was like Goose was right there in the old school pictures. And I was like, like, oh no, it's hit me in the feels. It's hit me right in the feels, and we're a minute in. Fuck. Yeah, and there were a couple of times where they pulled at my heartstrings with it, like because of the I was so immersed in it, like you said,
it really immersive. Yeah, absolutely.
I was feeling for the loss.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
It's rare for me to actually come out of a film and go, I want to watch that again.
Yeah.
And I want to watch it again pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I just think, that being in the IMAX and that sound, it was good. And also, the echo of the bloke clearing his throat every fucking 10 minutes. Do you hear that guy next to me? Fuck me. Who goes to a cinema and goes, I nearly said to him, do you want a fucking Strepsil? Like, if he did it one more, I was on the boundary of saying something.
I saw you look over.
Did you see me twitch? Fuck. There was one, he went, and it was in like quite a poignant moment of the movie, and I just went, daggers, like straight at him, waiting to catch his eye. I'm like,
Yeah, it was.
Waited a year for this movie. I'll kill a person.
He did sometimes. I swear he waited for the quietest
I know,
moments.
twat. I was like, is he deaf? He's like, is he in here like just appreciating the pretty pictures?
Because there are some moments where there's like loads of noise and adrenaline, and then it'll cut to a
closes
scene,
right down, doesn't it?
And then the room's silent,
you being like,
and everyone's just there like, everyone's like, I was like, can everyone hear my heart beating? Because the room's gone so quiet. I was like,
True.
But and then this guy's just
He did it about 5 or 6 times, man. Like, luckily, some of it was drowned out by the IMAX, though. So that's it. It's an overall score of, I think, a 9 out of 10 for Top Gun Maverick. Well done, Tom. Take my fucking ticket money. I hope you got a high percentage of it. And a big thank you again to Cineworld and Scientology for helping us go and see these movies on a regular basis. We will make sure that you guys get some cool competitions coming your way. I think at the moment, if you use Lex Fitness 22 on the Cineworld website, it will give you a discount off if you go for it's either the yearly, like watch as many fucking movies as you like, nobody asks the question, or the monthly one. Give it a go. If it doesn't work for the monthly one, let me know and I'll push to get something that does work for you, to give you like a free month or something like that. And we'll try and get that sorted for you. Other than that, any further words, or are we all happy?
I'm happy.
Okay,
Yeah,
very happy.
So, in the immortal words of a long lost wingman, talk to me, Goose.